Jacob Zuma has adopted the strategic ambiguity of Nelson Chamisa. Strategic ambiguity, you ask, what is it? It is a system that you are afraid of going to Congress. You rather work with one center of power commanding things. This is what Floyd Shivambu has declared. And he is saying that they are going to trust Jacob Zuma to do all the decisions, being guided by the Constitution. But you know what strategic ambiguity did for Nelson Chamisa? It ended terribly for him. The infiltration that he feared eventually happened in the form of Sengezo Chabangu, and he ended up dismantling or decimating the party into nothingness. Will that work in South Africa? But this is what Floyd Shivambu said about the strategic ambiguity, courtesy of Nelson Chamisa.
Before you know it, they will be changing the agenda of Mkontho Wesizwe. They will be asking, what is this thing that we need the land? Can't you just raise money somewhere and go and buy the land? It says to protect the integrity of the organization. Let's move away from these elective conferences, because the experience thus far is that conferences are used for wrong purposes. And we do not want to be trapped in such wrong purposes and agenda. We need to have a progressive organization. So some of the people on social media, for instance, were saying, why is President of Mkontho Wesizwe having so much powers? Do you know the powers of the president in this constitution as compared to the powers which he had as a head of state and president is nothing. As head of state and president, he had the power to appoint all ministers, the power to appoint all directors general, the power to appoint all judges, to even appoint and nominate a constitutional court head, the chief justice, the power to appoint army generals, the power to go to war without consulting anyone. Why would we distrust President Zuma with just administrative powers of appointing provincial conveners and coordinators, when we know that he has got the experience? He has always utilized political power responsibly. So it's not a mistake that everything else that is in this constitution is not a mistake. It's a well thought process as to what is to be achieved. And there are so many things, comrades, which will give proper narrative and explanation of, which many people do not get to appreciate. It speaks here about the economic sovereignty. When President Zuma was president and head of state, and sometimes some of us were even misled.
What do you make of this strategy? Is this good for Mkontho Wesizwe? As a student of international relations, realism says that people are naturally selfish. And in the selfishness of individuals, they will end up doing things that satisfies themselves. And this is the biggest fear, and this is the reason why politicians are guided by these bodies in order to stop the selfishness. But Floyd Shivambu, as a student of international relations, he is aware of this. Did he throw away his common sense? Is this some form of bootlicking? Will it work? Will it make Mkontho Wesizwe grow? I would love to hear your thoughts about this decision and about this move of strategic ambiguity in Mkontho Wesizwe.